Hey Miss Ish, it's Natalie and I'm doing my blood patterns. So the first one I'm doing is a wipe, and that's when a white pattern is created when a secondary target moves through an existing wet blood stain. So that's whenever you have, so I'm going to put some blood in the middle of my paper. And then I'm just going to wipe my hand through. Oh, you can't really see it. I'm just going to wipe my hand through, and we have a wipe. And so I wiped it, and you can see the feathering effect. So like this is the start and this is the end. So the object would have traveled through that way. Okay, so the next one is a swipe, sorry. So that's when the blood starts on one object. So I'm going to put some blood on my, fake blood on my hand. And I'm going to swipe it onto my paper. So. Show you that. So there is my swipe, and you can see it started at this end and moved this way. Okay, so this next one is a transfer. So I have one of my tennis shoes, and I'm going to dip it into my blood, and then I'm going to transfer it onto my paper. And yeah, it's just like dots, you can see. So that's when one object is moved from the puddle of the blood onto a new surface. It transfers the blood. Okay, so this will be my medium velocity. So I'm gonna put some blood on my hand. And then I'm going to clap, and hopefully this will work. No, not really. That kind of worked. I think I need more. Okay, hopefully that'll work. Okay, that kind of worked. Okay, so here's my medium velocity. You can see like they have some really good spines on that one. Like that one has really good like direction into that one. There's my medium velocity. Hey, okay, so now I'm gonna do the high velocity. I need a new piece of paper. And I don't have an old toothbrush, so I have this like thing that you use. Hopefully this works to like whenever you're cooking. So I'm gonna dip it into my fake blood. And hopefully this works. And I'm gonna, oh, it's kind of working. Yeah. There we go. That worked. Wow. Okay, here is my high velocity spatters. As you can see, there's some bigger ones, but mainly the high velocity is the smaller ones, and you can see that they're all kind of spread around, and they have spines and whatnot. Okay, so now we're gonna do the void. So that's when an object is in place of the blood, like is where the blood spatter is happening, and you remove the object and you can see where the object was. So I'm gonna take my little brush thingy, and I'm gonna, hopefully this works, go around. I'll do a little bit more. There's my cat. Okay, so here is my void. It's my knife, and when I remove the knife, oh, it worked. You can see where the knife was, and there was no blood splatter. Okay, now I'm gonna do expiratory, and I have a syringe, and I'm going to get some of my blood and squirt it on here. Oh, that kind of worked. Do it one more time. Okay. I don't know if this worked completely correctly, but this is like the pool of blood, and you can see it's bubbling. That might just be because it's dish soap, but you can see the bubbling. And then you also have like, you can see the smaller satellites, and like there's some smaller droplets and some spines coming off. Okay, so here are some passive drip patterns. So I'm gonna take my brush and and I thin my soap out just a little bit, and I'm gonna hold it really close, and then I'm gonna hold it above. And then I'm gonna try and do some angles. Gotta redo the higher ones because there we go. Okay. These were the ones that were closer to the paper. You can see they're a lot more rounder. And then these were the ones that I held higher up, and you can see that they have some like smaller blood droplets around them, some satellites. And then here are my angled ones, and you can see the trail where the blood moved down the paper. Okay, so I'm back with my cat, and I'm gonna be doing the arterial spurts and the vertical. So I'm gonna walk along. I have my syringe, fake blood. I'm gonna walk along, and I'm going to squirt it in a direction. Hopefully my cat does not mess this up, but I guess we'll see. So I'm gonna walk, and hopefully he'll move. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see the pooling of the blood and you can see some like drops and some satellites. So there's that one. Okay, so I'm back, and I have my syringe and my cats, and I'm doing the arterial spurts horizontal. So it says to hold my syringe parallel to the floor and to squirt it, and I'm gonna go this way so I don't get it on my cat. Okay, and then to squirt it. So just gonna, oh, that went really far. So there's that. You can, oh, there's a good one. You can see the pulling and then the spine coming off. Okay, this is, if it'll focus, cast off splatter, and I have my plastic knife with my blood, and I taped 2 pieces of paper up, and I'm going to like slash it, or try to slash it onto the paper. If that'll work. It's not working! Let me get some more blood. Oh no, okay. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, that kind of worked. There is my blood spatter.